Hey guys, welcome to Robotical Motion. In this video, I'm gonna explain how I made my air and water quality logging device. So, this project is controlled by the Raspberry Pi 4, which uses the air quality sensor or SDS011 PM sensor, PM meaning particulate matter, and it uses a photoresistor and two light bulbs as a water quality sensor. Then the Raspberry Pi collects the data, logs it, and then displays it on this OLED LCD display, and it shows the values on this LCD bar graph. The Raspberry Pi is connected to all these sensors using various wires and USB ports and this huge extension cable, and is powered by this carryable battery. So this is how this works. So the air quality part of this device uses this sensor. In this sensor, there are three parts: the fan, which is used to get the air and the dust particles in, a laser on the inside, and the sensor that senses the laser and the dust particles moving through. So how it works is that the fan pulls in the dust particles, or at first the Raspberry Pi powers this, which powers the fan, which pulls the dust particles in through this entire system. So the dust particles go through and then hit the laser, which then the sensor over here, another photoresistor, senses at what intervals or how many times in a second it stops sensing the laser as the dust particles pass through. So this is how this sensor measures the PM or PM 2.5 of the air. The measured PM 2.5 is then sent to the Raspberry Pi, logged in a .csv file, and then shown to the user on the screen and on the bar LED graph. The water quality sensor is just three things: two light bulbs and one photoresistor, where when powered, the light bulbs are both always on, and the photoresistor is on the same distance as the light bulbs every time. When you put it in water, as the dust particles in the water move through this area or the gap, they block the light from the light bulb, and the photoresistor can sense that. So the idea is similar to the air quality, but it's just outside and in water. So then the photoresistor senses how much light is being sent through the water and how much light is being blocked. It sends it to the Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi then logs it, similar to the air quality sensor, in a .csv file, and then shows it on the OLED LCD display and the bar graph. So to switch between these two sensors, there's a switch over here where when you go on the left, it shows it as an air quality where the air quality is displayed. And then when you move it to the right, it shows the water quality. Here's a demo of the air quality sensor. So right now, the air quality sensor is running, and it measures about 3.4 particle per million in PM 2.5. Now 3.5 in my room. So you can see that characterizes the air quality as great. So in my code, I made a lot of conditional statements so that the device can grade the air quality by itself depending on where the number ranges. Like for example, if the number was less than at least 30, then like right now, it shows it as great. So to see if the air quality sensor can detect the change, I can light a matchstick to see if this can increase. So when I light it and then put it in front of the air quality sensor, As you can see, the smoke is being picked up by a sensor. And then on the screen, you can see the value rising to 160s, 150s, and the grade value of the air quality being very poor. So this shows that the sensor can change or actually see the air quality or detect the air quality and the changes in the air quality and grade it on its own without any human interaction. Now let's look at the water quality sensor. So this is the water quality sensor. This sensor includes two LED bulbs that shine light on the photoresistor, which measures how much light is passing through the water. So the water quality is measured by how much light is passing through the water, which is sensed by the photoresistor. If there's a lot of light and the value of the photoresistor is really low, then the water is considered clean. But if the water is really murky and there's less light going through it, then the value would be really high, considering the water dirty. So as seen in this picture, the water quality device is put in a bowl of clean water, and it shows the value as 46 and its status as clean. So let's see how it looks like when you make it murky. When dropping pollutants in the water, you can see that the water gets really murky and not much light can pass through the water because of all the particles that float between the photoresistor and the light bulbs. So in this case, you can see that the water quality has changed to 89 and the status of the water has changed to murky, showing that the device is sensing the change in the water quality when we added the pollutant in the water. Not only is this device able to find the air and water quality, it is also able to log them in a .csv file so that you can view them in the future. The image shown on the screen is an example of one of the data logging times where the air quality of the device is logged along with its timestamp and the PM2.5 value. This helps one to see the data they collected in the past and compare it to the current data they have, or it can just help them access old data. Along with the air quality, the water quality is also logged. As seen on the image, the water quality is logged with the timestamp and the value of the water quality. This also helps get the data from the past or compare water from one place to another by accessing the history of the water quality values.